Lately, I've been seeing a lot of corpse husband hate videos popping up on YouTube. And I'm thinking to myself, I've never heard of any reason to hate corpse husband. The man is entirely famous on almost every single platform. It's kind of like just astonishing if you look at it from afar. Now, this is going to be another one of those videos where I'm praising somebody, so get out your simp tickets if you're going to just harass me and get it over with already. Now, the first time I heard of Corpse Husband was on Critical's stream. If you guys don't know who that is, it's Penguin Zero on YouTube. His name is also Charlie White, and he does a ton of stuff. I'll just mention Moby Huge, and you guys can cruise on over to his channel and find out what that means exactly. But so let's get back to the topic of this. The first time I saw, Corpse Husband was on Moist Critical's live stream, and they were playing Among Us with a bunch of people, and I had talked about seeing PewDiePie in another video and how like all this stuff kind of made me reminisce about old YouTube days, like in 2015 to 11, even when people were doing collaborations here and there, and it was kind of like the most exciting stuff that you could find on YouTube at the time. Some of your biggest YouTubers that you enjoyed collaborating with others, and this whole Among Us thing reminded me of that, and it was great to see all these different personalities and people I didn't even know come together and seem like there was almost like no boundaries. Like I've seen Critical play with almost everybody on Twitch and YouTube that is of at least some relevance. So that is where I first heard of Corpse Husband. Now, he's famous across TikTok for his music and probably the appearance of his hands and other things like that. Instagram would be a similar experience. I don't think he's done any face reveals yet. And by the way, these like corpse husband face reveal clickbait videos need to just like tone it down a little bit, man. You guys, come on, all right? It's all fun and games until you're just like literally bashing on somebody's appearance. Now, I've seen some funny ones that are kind of tasteful, and I've also seen ones that are just pretty shameful. And I think, anybody that's going to be throwing somebody's image out there and making fun of them because, they think they're ugly, that's just low hanging fruit. And you need to, take another look at what you're presenting before you just put it out there. His popularity on YouTube has grown immensely, and it's even funny. Some of my coworkers had mentioned to me who he was well before I thought they would ever know about him. So him being so popular on so many platforms is truly incredible, and I think one of the things that brought a lot of attention to him is his Instagram fame and how quickly that came about. The story of his Instagram fame is that if you got 100,000 followers on Instagram, he would post a picture of his hand. And after he posted that picture, he gained another million followers on Instagram, which is honestly boggling because I believe it happened within a day or maybe even less, which I think gained a lot of notoriety for anybody around the world. Instagram fame like that is something that I think a lot of people are surprised by. Corpse Husband reads these true life horror stories, these dark experiences that people have, and people mail these stories or, send these stories into Corpse and ask him to read these stories on his YouTube channel. Some of these stories are pretty dark and they cover a wide variety of topics. Now, when I was trying to find out why I was seeing videos about Corpse Husband hate on YouTube, I searched a little deeper. I found a video titled The Downfall of Corpse Husband. Now, this guy right here is just trying so hard to be leafy that it's honestly painful to listen to him. So I put it at 2x speed and got out of there as fast as possible. And the only thing that I can derive that is even remotely bad is that Corpse was forced to apologize for reading a story that had a slur in it that he said. It wasn't in his best judgment to say the slur at the time. I don't think he understood the gravity of it, and even he says that himself in his apology video. So, I mean, honestly, to force this guy that has pretty intense anxiety to reflect on this one moment within his past that is even noteworthy of bad, like it's almost like the LaCroix of bad. Like this was sitting next to something bad, and then it became bad just by that thing's essence. That is exactly like what Corpse Husband worst thing he's ever done is. Like, and that man should have never had to apologize for it. I'm glad he did, just because it's like it's just makes him look even cooler than he was just like, hey, thinking about this, I took this down and I apologize. And I didn't mean to hurt anybody at the time. It was just it's a good move on his part, even though I don't think he had to do it. But this is just the dregs of society trying to scum up our man Corpse. Like, I just can't even fathom a reason why anybody would want to hate on this man. The only other thing that I noticed that was like mild hate is just the bizarre like nature of stands, and that's just extreme people. People are just kind of going out of their way to say things here and there about Corpse's face reveal if he does a face reveal. Some people are just extreme, and I think they're just mainly trolls trying to mess with the stands by saying, they'll unfollow Corpse or hate Corpse if he's ugly. I really don't think that is like the main fan base whatsoever. I can't imagine anybody feeling that way just based upon the upright community that Corpse has been cultivating. I know it's at an extreme level, so it's different from what his core community originally was. But if you think of what Corpse Husband stands for, I don't really think a lot of his fans are going to innately be body shaming him for what he looks like. So he can come out at any time, do a face reveal. And honestly, I hope he doesn't. I think the ambiguity of it all, like just not knowing who he is even more enticing. And I think that's a huge part of why people like him. It's just this mystery afoot, and there's no resolution to it yet. And I think that's just very appealing. Anyways, I just wanted to make this video because I just thought it was ridiculous to see anybody remotely trying to hate Corpse or bring up anything about him. I can't even imagine anything wrong about this particular YouTuber and artist and musician. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. To wrap it all up, there's literally no hate around Corpse. I can't find it. I dug forever trying to look for it, and it just doesn't exist. And I'm happy about that, because my man is one of the greatest things out there currently. I don't think that should be tarnished by these clickbaity like meme videos about his face reveal and people hating him for what he's going to be looking like. Either way, if you guys enjoy Corpse, that's awesome. If you haven't heard of him before, definitely check out his channel. You guys might enjoy some of his music as well, so I'll put a link in the description below for you guys to get there easily. Everybody take care. Later.